Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Karen, Lavenderclothesline, here on YouTube, also on eBay and Instagram. Boy, I got that the first try. Today is Friday, I think it's May 1st, which means things are starting to open back up. Over the moon excited. Can't wait to get back out to yard sales, thrift stores, estate sales, farmers markets, flea markets, all of the good things. And I will be putting on gloves and masks, still, keeping social distancing going, but really happy that, things are starting to open back up. I hope you guys have survived. I have actually kind of enjoyed the rest. Now, while I don't like having to stay in, it did make me antsy. I did get a lot of rest in, so I feel like I'm all ready for a new season. And I did quite a few projects around the house. I showed you my fence project, which today the land surveyor is coming. Yay! Could one girl be more happy for a land surveyor? So I will get my property lines marked and the back fence can go up. Love continuing on with that project. And what else did I do? I painted my coffee table. The color that I chose for painting my coffee table is, this is Bauer. This is Home Depot's white color chart, everything white. What did I pick? I picked Swiss coffee. Probably not going to be able to see what color that is on this chart. I love these little things. I have always loved these. I love painting furniture. So I gave my coffee table a good scuff up with sandpaper, wiped it down well, and have started that painting. So I might show you what that looks like. Right now my coffee table is still in the living room, propped up on cans of peas to get it up off the carpet. So I have been working on painting my coffee table. You can see it here, propped up on cans of peas. And so I keep it off the carpet to paint the legs. And what else have I been working on? I got my ceiling spackled and sanded and primed. So this is ready to have paint go on it, which will probably take me another month to complete, but little by little. And as you can see, I am not the greatest spackler, so I might have to sand one more time. But yeah, so that's what's been going on around here project-wise in the living room. And just keeping busy. All right, more later. Yeah, I've been doing gardening and what else? Washed my car. And I think I'm going to, if lockdown continues for another, say, week, if we get a stretch of nice weather, I'm going to seal my driveway, blacktop, rubber boots, the big squeegee. Yep, I'm going to give that a try. I have never done that before. But the driveway itself, the asphalt is in okay condition. I don't think it needs to be replaced, but I'd like to just, give it a coat of tar, I guess it is. I'll have to read up on all of that and watch YouTube videos. So today I'm just going to do some screenshots of what's been selling. April finished super strong. I think I was about, it's hard to tell. Let me just backtrack and say this. eBay used to give us our sales numbers, just your sales numbers, what truly sold. Then at some point they added in the shipping, the new numbers. I think it's when they developed the hub. So it made it seem like we were all making a ton more money. And I don't think a lot of sellers caught on to this, that, if you sold 5,000 and then all of a sudden they had the hub and they added in your shipping costs, now you were selling 6,200, you're like, wow, I'm doing great. But now they've added in the sales tax. So guys, don't be fooled by your numbers. When you go on your seller hub, make sure you are looking at the sale price of just your items without sales tax and without the shipping added in. That's really important. Yeah, so I don't know what led me down that rabbit hole. So that's what's going on here today. Please hit that like and subscribe button and I will get started. This video portion will be just a few screenshots of items that I wanted to talk about for one reason or another. So this isn't an episode of high profit thrift finds, but rather items that I picked up that I think a lot of people pass by and don't realize the profit built into certain things. So this first item or this first sale was 3 pairs of vintage bootlaces. They're rawhide, they're made in USA, and the interesting thing about this is I got a pack of 10 of them for $1 at a thrift store. And I lotted them up, and this lot here were 3 laces, so it cost me 30 cents, and it brought $16.50, and everybody was passing this by. So I guess the point I'm trying to make with these shoelaces is that For a dollar buy-in price, I am getting $5.50 per pair of shoelaces before fees. So when all 10 sell, that'll be $55. So I've turned $1 into $55, again before fees, but I find that profit capability very easy, and the shoelaces were super easy to photograph and list. There's no measuring, there's nothing. So if you find vintage leather shoelaces, you might want to take a second look. Next up is a jacket, Jones, New York. Jones, New York is one of the brands that I judge each piece individually. So I'm not the type of seller that goes by hard and fast rules of like, oh, I pick up this brand, but I don't pick up that one. I have a tendency to really look at style of things. This jacket was beautiful, beautiful, soft velvet, $32.82, and I paid $4.50. Next up is a West Elm bedspread, $46.23, and I paid $4.50. West Elm is one of the companies, along with Pottery Barn and Restoration Hardware, that I always look at. I almost always pick up what I find in those brands. This is a very cool find, I think. I picked up this drawing at, I'm going to say last summer, at a yard sale. My town does like a town-wide yard sale, either Labor Day or Memorial Day or both. I always forget that. And a person was selling this. I think I offered them $2. This is artist done. Somebody drew this. Just amazing. I wish I could draw like this. $20.09. But to me, the value was how beautiful this was. And I knew that somebody who loved cats would want this. Next up is a sweatshirt by H&M. See this tiger here? That was all embroidered. And I thought that was great. Somebody would want it. Now, this did take a while to sell. $22.03, and I paid $4. So not a huge profit, but I was convinced that this would sell, but it did take a few months. Next up, another embroidered item. Guys, when I find items with embroidery on it, I always take a good look. As long as the embroidery is well done, almost always I purchase the item. $25.83 for this jean jacket. And what did I pay for this? A couple of dollars. This is a men's, I'm going to call this a shirt jacket. Habanera. I've never heard of Habanera, but the cargo style or the safari style is a very well-loved style. $37.18, and I paid $4. This is Cashmere. It's Club Room, which I believe is Macy's house brand, and I'm just showing it because here we are entering May. $28.06. Whenever I find cashmere, I sell it, even in the height of August heat. This is a little music box. Right away it went in my cart. $29.65. Again, I'm going to guess I paid about $4.50 for it. Very rare do I pay over $5. And it played What Child Is This? These pants are so cool. I wanted to keep these, but they were a little bit long on me. I think we're saying this brand ettitwa, and this is Anthropologie. They're a Palazzo pants. And I remember having elephant bells when I was a teenager. So these kind of spoke to me, the bohemian vibe, very fun, very comfy, $25.61, and I paid $4.25. Next up is just a little kitty cat bank. I loved the Mexican boho look to the style of painting, $20.09, and I believe I paid $3.97. This next skirt, this one took a while, but I picked up a huge lot of clothing at Eddie Bauer outlet on their clearance racks. So if you have outlets near you, you want to find out what stores have their highest clearance sales at what time of a year, if that makes sense. So when Eddie Bauer has their hugest clearance, I won't say what month it is, I go in and buy out, almost rackfuls. And $22.11 still got a great profit. This next item is a single coffee mug, which I always say I don't pick up, but this is why I picked them up. $16.42, and I paid $2 for this mug. So there's me redeeming myself with saying, see, they do sell. So those are just a few screenshots of things that have been selling. My sales continue to be good, although it is slowing down a little bit. And I do see a decrease of the price per item that I'm getting. Normally my Normally the average price I sell for is around $40, but lately it's been in the mid-20s. But I did want to show these screenshots of things that I found interesting and why I picked them up. Thanks for watching, and go out and get what's yours.